Hello!
Hello, everybody! And welcome to tonight's episode of Fate Touched, where the group has a great big moral dilemma to figure out what they're doing with.
What?
The one person who was party to the whole thing has no idea about.
Questionable moral choices?
Oh,
my
yeah, I remember, yes.
Oh, actually, we were already pretty sure that you had no qualms.
Let's hope not, because you just
decided,
bombed the crap out of them. So, on that note, who wants to explain what happened last week? Anybody?
So,
You got to use Fireball for the first time.
yeah, when you weren't
heard
there, but
Burn my eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you did use Fireball in an enclosed cavern.
an enclosed cavern of unresisting kobold nursery babies and caretakers. Yeah.
Oh!
You know, just in case you were wondering your fireball debut.
Was to slaughter who knows how many baby kobolds.
It was a cave with lizard people in it. They just happened to be smaller than you would expect.
Oh God!
So,
She
that
would
was
make
the
that
end of the
decision.
episode. In the beginning of the episode, the group
Oh God!
I hope
found themselves at another stumbling block door, very similar to the last one, and eventually managed to solve the riddle thanks to Sarah's aptitude with languages and Ronia's cleverness. Wasn't it Ronia who figured it out?
No.
I think it was.
Yeah.
the one who did the language decoding thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
Rona
Yeah, you
Large.
figured out what it
Well,
meant
the
or what
comprehend
to
language
do.
as well.
Anyway, you got through, you found a little chest full of, well, not full, but mostly empty, but has some stuff in it that was kind of exciting. And then you realized that you couldn't get any further because there had been a cave-in in the only other path. So you went back out to tell the cops that you couldn't get through, you needed equipment. And they said, all right, we'll find you something. And you went home to wait for someone to help you. And when you got home, there was nobody there. So after kind of worrying a little bit, kind of not worrying, you found around dinner time, everyone came back, except for Elaine, who nobody knew where she was. Luckily, James made a really good investigation check to find some clue as to where she was and found a postcard from Leo to Elaine. So I went, oh, of course. And you all went to Leo's house, except Sarah. Where, lo and behold, there was Elaine hanging out with Leo because she was scared and lonely and thought that James would never be back because he had been arrested. So after some comforting and some decision making, you decided to leave Elaine with Leo and discuss some various things, went back home, and then after a couple of days, the police officers came to let you know that they had found an excavation crew who were going to help you out. So you went back and led the excavation crew to the cave-in area where they eventually got through it. And you said, stay back, stay away, we're going in. And went into through the cave-in, found another tunnel, went down the tunnel, went through, and came up to yet more kobolds who fought you, died quickly and easily, and were dressed a little bit differently than the ones you'd seen before, and seemed maybe they were more civilians. But you went forward anyway, saw a bunch of them hanging out in the next chamber up, and
I still must continue to point out that my very first sight of them was them chucking rocks at my head.
Yes, they were in fact defending their territory. And you went to the next cavern. You saw more lizard people. I guess you don't know they're cobalt still. More lizard people in this big room with some little lizard people. Maybe some nests or something. It's kind of hard to see. Rusty came back and said, "Pew, shoot him." So Pew did.
Ronya said, "Pew, please don't shoot them."
Like, fireball!
And you went forward to find that the ones that were still alive had herded all the little ones and grabbed all the eggs and run out of the room. And there were definitely many charred little bodies and charred nests and eggs and so forth. There was a little bit of backlash resulting in some burnt eyebrows. And they all ran away. And then as you were debating what to do, Sarah, you heard something that you think sounded remarkably similar to "We surrender, we surrender." And that is where we left off for the evening.
Hi, Pew. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
You're a smart idiot, but an idiot.
The consensus of the group was that she would have done it.
Yeah, she doesn't always have the most clear
control?
moral compass. Clear moral compass. You know?
Plus, there was pretty minimal indicators at that point that they weren't combatants.
Ronya was very, very much already on that side being like, don't. They're clearly not combatants. But got
Pew is
overridden.
No, Pew is not. There's the dark part of her that she just wants to make things come back to life again. But
Well, she's got a lot of dead things to play with now.
See, that was really coming for me because I was trying to play Sarah, who's like, "Oh God, don't hurt them," and Pew, who's like, "Oh, what? Shoot, okay."
What? Well, you know, I could just bring them back to life. You know, that would make sense. Like, yeah,
Oh boy.
you know, they can die, but I can bring them back to life. I mean, it's the circle of life.
Yeah, that's the circle of life.
And unlife.
I think your definition of circle of life is
You know,
fine.
she's twisted. Remember?
All right, so on that note, as we ended, so shall we begin. As the last echoes of some random cobalt garble comes roaring down the tunnel, and Sarah thinks that they're saying they surrender.
I don't think that, and I'd get ready to stab something if it comes out.
Oh, God.
Guys, they're trying to surrender.
Well, we don't need to surrender. We can accept their surrender, but like...
No, they are trying to surrender to us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we should be like, okay, like, Sarah, if you can talk to them in any way and just be like, hey, can you maybe not...
Let's work on this, like, try to get arrangement.
Yeah,
rather than
just be like,
murder
don't
them all.
attack humans and we'll leave you alone. Let's just leave each other alone. Like, they can even re-cave in and we'll let them as long as they promise just not to come back in. I'm cool with that.
They just got thrown in here. They don't know who we are. They don't know humans.
No, I know they don't, but they're saying we surrender. So if there's any way we can tell them, just say like, okay, cool, just don't come attack those people you already attacked before.
Well, I think after what I've just done, I think they're gonna come back. But
Yeah, but they're
no
like...
surrendering.
I would actually be fine accepting a surrender as long as we've already got an excavation crew in here with us. Just have them, they're like multiple choke points on the way out. Just have them collapse like all of them on the way out. So it would be serious work to just get out of the caves again.
Well, they can presumably maybe get out somewhere else again on the other side, which is fine as long as they're not coming back out into, this residential district of Seattle. And just tell
we
them
need some way of communicating with them.
I'm going to call out to them and be like, do you want to talk? Or
Because my deal would basically be, okay, we'll leave you alone,
but like, talk, yes?
But if I see any of you outside of the caves, you're dead on sight.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Do they need to go outside to get food? I'm just saying don't attack people.
So, Sarah, you try to say something that maybe might be reasonably understandable. Make
Yes.
just a general intelligence check to see if you have
Oh boy.
gleaned enough to be able to try to do so.
Hey, roll 20.
Oh yeah, you're not in it.
I was in it, and then it kicked me back out.
What's your intelligence bonus?
I'm very intelligent, bitch.
Not what I asked.
Well, she doesn't have it
I'm very
open, so maybe
wise,
she doesn't have her character sheet open either.
Intelligence? I don't know, because I have no knowledge right now. I was studying Pew's spellbook, so. That was one of the things I did while they were all gone last time, was I read Pew's spellbook and tried to understand more about Kobold.
Right.
Speaking of which, Kara, I still have Pew turned on mine, so.
Oh, I mean, that's fine if you doesn't care.
She wasn't reading your personal spellbook, Pew, just the one that you'd gotten from somewhere else.
Oh, that
Yeah,
one.
you shouted at me from the shower that I wasn't allowed to touch that one, but the one we stole off the kobolds, I was allowed to have.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
still need to do it.
I have to spend some time,
Okay,
some money,
intelligence check.
things to do
Yeah.
things.
That would be a 5. All right. So, you yell something.
Why does it say investigation?
It doesn't on my side.
It says intelligence on my screen.
Yeah.
Oh, because I scrolled to the top for some reason. There we go.
Like the roll right before yours was Rusty doing an investigation check.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's also a 5. Oh no, it was a 16. Why did I see 5? Anyway, whatever. So yeah,
5 is mine.
you yell something, and there's a pause, like a long pause.
Did I at least manage to make it sound non-threatening?
And then you get sort of this yell back, this which is a little difficult to decipher. Like, it's kind of a long thing. It's not just a short little phrase. But you get the distinct impression that they're like, it's something still along the lines of "we surrender," or like "we'll do what you want," or "we'll," something like that. Like, it's hard to make out exactly, but that's the tone of voice you get from this.
Hey, Ronya, doesn't your spell work for talking and reading? Can't you tell what they're saying?
She can tell if she casts it, she can tell what they're saying, but she can't talk back.
Right.
I mean, that might help.
I thought Sarah wasn't doing that.
I don't have that spell. I just have natural abilities.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you were doing. Okay, well then in that case, I'm totally gonna cast that.
She is trained in the ability to understand people.
Okay, well then I will just cast the spell to understand people. So I am comprehending languages.
Okay. So you cast comprehend language.
Yeah, I don't need to roll anything for that, do I?
No.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
So there's another pause as they sort of wait for a response.
I'm trying to yell like, okay, yes, yes.
Or make
Maybe
another
can you ask
intelligence
them to
check.
repeat that, Sarah? Sarah, can you ask them to repeat that? Just be like, pardon?
Repeat.
You don't really think that's something that you've probably heard so
Yes.
far in your conversations with them. Pardon
Yeah,
is not
I'm
something
trying
they've been
for,
saying
like-
a lot.
Pardon.
Good. Yes. Don't understand.
So there's another pause, and then there's sort of this curt little, and Laura, you distinctly hear what?
They just said what?
Crap.
So
We would like to talk to you.
yeah, does that get any response?
Why don't you try to make another intelligence check, Sarah? See if maybe you have a little more luck with a little more experience. Just a tiny smidge more experience. You now definitively know one word. And that helps a little bit.
Yeah, I told you they said what? That thing they just said now, that was what?
So you...
That back, what? No, what?
What are you trying to say exactly back?
I was trying to say, like, we want to talk to you.
Okay, so you try to like figure out a way to like intersperse what into this sentence because you know what. And there's kind of another pause. And then, are you trying to talk to us?
Yes. Do I know yes?
So yeah, Ronia, you translate that, I assume?
Oh, sorry. I translate to her. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah.
So the more you're getting this translated, the slightly better of an idea you're getting. This is really helpful for you. Because you have sort of a vague idea, but this is like sort of concreting up a lot of things. So you say back yes or something that you think might be a yes.
Yes.
It definitely is an affirmative
Yes,
sound, damn it. And they yell back, "Will you hurt me if I come to talk to you?"
They
No.
want to know if we're planning to hurt them. Is everybody going to behave?
I'd say ask Rusty about that.
Rusty?
I'll put my knives away and back away from the entrance a bit.
No, we won't hurt you.
Okay. So you see this little lizard person sort of tentatively stick his little head around the corner. He's got these cute little lizard paw things. And he sort of looks at you and looks as much as he can, and then comes around the
I wave.
corner very tentatively and sort of darts back a little bit at your movement and then decides that maybe it's friendly and like comes forward further. And he just
I'm gonna
looks
make
like the
a little
ones
come here gesture.
he just looks like the ones that that were surrounding the hole. Like he's dressed in what you have decided is maybe more civilian wear, or maybe even craftsman wear, something like that. And he comes forward until like he's kind of close enough where you can talk, but not like right near any of you by any means. And then he immediately like drops to his knees and starts like bowing to the ground and like just bowing. We worship you. We do what you want. We do anything you say, please. We do anything. You are mighty.
Oh, that's
I'm just
No.
like totally interpreting at this point.
no.
I'm laughing.
Please stop.
Good to know I do throw a good party.
Bye.
Bye.
Apparently, yes. You're a friend of them, yes.
Please stop.
No, you are our new lord. You are our new master. Please, whatever you want, don't hurt me.
Oh.
I turn around and look at the rest of the group. I'm like, this took a turn. I don't quite know what to.
Can we just tell them we won't hurt them if they just don't come up and attack us in town? Just like stay here and keep to themselves?
We want you to stop hurting our people.
We don't hurt you anymore. We thought you weak, but you not weak. 2 legs strong, no hurt.
Good.
As soon
good.
as
And if
soon
those
as
are their morals, you
Ronya-
sure you're feeling bad about this?
As soon as Ronya translates that, I'll suggest, hey, tell them if they come out and kill anyone, we'll come back and kill the kids first and then kill them. Because we'll do that.
Rusty.
What?
Oh,
I know better.
You stay in this cave mountain, yes?
But need food. You feed.
What do you eat?
Food. Any food.
Oh boy. Show me food?
Can you ask them how far their mountain tunnels reach? Like, can they go out, like, outside of the city? Because, if they can get farther enough out, we could just let them hunt deer and stuff
You
out.
realize they're in like the middle of the densest urban area in the state.
Well, I don't know how enormous their tunnels are. Like, how would I know?
Does anyone have any like provisions? Like,
Not on me.
I pull out a bag of Fuego Takis.
Okay.
What?
not what I was going for.
Am I the only one that brought snacks?
Probably.
I'll
Although that-
open the bag and I'll eat one or two and then like pass them over to Sarah. What?
No, that's actually a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
Wait, what are they?
They're Fuego Tak. They're like the spicy Cheetos, but Mexican.
That's what I was afraid of.
They're really good.
Do you like these?
He
I mean,
sort
and the
of-
thing can see me eating them.
yeah,
so.
he creeps forward like on his knees and like reaches up and just grabs it and like darts back a little bit and then picks one out and eats it, and its face kind of scrunches up.
Does he say anything?
He eats it.
Okay.
Is that food for you?
Yes, food. We need food.
I think what we should do is tell them stay here for now, and then we can go out and tell people outside that we've at least have a truce at the moment, and see whether they're willing to try to set up some sort of system with the actual official authorities here or something.
Yeah, it's not like we have official negotiating
Yeah,
powers or anything.
we can't promise that the city's
Yeah,
going to do anything
and that's
for
my
them.
last bag of Takis. So
Oh,
Oh.
thank you, Rusty. That was very
Oh.
generous.
This little
So I'm gonna
cobalt face is just covered in powder.
oh yeah, he's gonna have like Dorito fingers going on.
Yeah.
That's adorable. I was gonna
But
say,
yeah, like
can
we
you
can't actually promise them anything. So
stay,
if we
stay here, I go talk to my leader.
You great leader.
Yeah, but I have another leader. I need to talk to that person.
tell them we have people even stronger
stronger?
than us, and we need
Even
Yes.
stronger, yes. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Me.
Don't hurt us.
Wait, stay.
Oh, God.
I go talk and then come back. Yes?
Okay.
Good. Stay.
I
There
figure.
goes.
I mean, I feel
Let's go
like
find.
I feel like we've done what we were told to do, is to eliminate the threat, basically, and they're not. So let's go tell people what exactly
Ask
what
them.
happened.
Wait, figure out how many there are first,
There goes.
because that'll
Okay.
give us an idea of how much food they're gonna need. Because if it's like 5 or like 50,
How
That's a
many
good
are
point.
you? How many?
Less.
Less.
Yes, I'm sure there are a lot less of them than there used to be.
I mean, we made sure of that.
Us
You?
in this room?
Yes.
A lot more?
Any numbers?
They're little ones may not live.
Oh.
Why not?
Little ones.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, stay.
All right.
I don't
we
think we heard
make
your
it
last
out?
statement, whatever it was, Amanda.
Stay. We go talk.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm pretty cool with going out and reporting this to the people who sent us on parole.
I'll lead the way out because I'm interested to see if one of the investigators got caught in the remaining trap.
And I'm pretty sure that you guys know that there are at least like 4 or 5 more
At
of
least.
the adults like that ran away that you saw running away.
Yeah,
And then
But I
like
don't know,
some
are there
number
4
of little
more
ones. It was
or-
hard to count.
40 more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's also pretty clear that the only reason they are no longer resisting is we are quite demonstrably stronger than they are.
Yeah, but we've also told them we have people who are even stronger than us. So
Yes,
hopefully-
but it's the type of situation where if you just send like normal civilians to deal with them, it's probably not going to be that safe.
well, not if we told them that, hey, you attack our people, and you know there are consequences. I mean, like what Rusty said, I might not put it in quite as strong of terms, but I mean, he's got a point.
I'm assuming we're walking out as we have this conversation.
Yeah. Well, if worst comes to worst, we can come back and have a barbecue again.
Oh.
I grin at that a little bit.
Alrighty then,
Yeah,
Miss
so-
No Eyebrows.
I head back and
I've
look
always
into-
wanted to get microbladed. There you go.
Oh boy.
And maybe
Yeah.
I'll, just get some more dramatic eyebrows next time I see you.
So does Rusty see anybody stuck in his trap?
Yeah, I'll head out and talk to the excavators and see if anyone got caught in the trap.
So the excavators, you told them not to go that way. They didn't go that way. They
Okay,
like
good.
stayed right where you told them to stay. They're kind of freaked
Smart
out.
guy.
Like they're not really wandering by any means.
All right. Go on out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are we coming with you this time? Did you need us for anything else up there?
Probably not. Come here real quick, actually. And I'm
Oh
gonna
my
lead
God.
the guy over to the trap.
Okay.
Steve?
Just,
So he
just
walks
because
with
you want
you.
to, you just want to point and
happily.
laugh, don't you?
Pretty much.
And you like just walk right through, and he suddenly just like stops.
Well, I'll walk up to the wall with him and like pause until he realizes there's a back wall.
Okay, so he gets to the wall. He's like, "Yeah, what? Hey, dude, there's just a wall." And he out of the corner of
Turn
his eye,
around.
you think you start to see something, and he, "Oh, what? What's going on? What? What'd you do?"
I didn't do nothing. This was here when we got here. Check it out though, and I just stick my hand through where the wall should be.
His eyes get really wide. And he just is like, sort of tapping on the wall. Like, how'd you do that? What did you do?
Okay, fine. Turn and look over there, and then walk backwards. Take like 2 big steps.
Okay, and he sort of tentatively walks back like he's waiting for the wall to, catch him in the back, but then he goes through and he stumbles a little bit.
Yeah, and then I like tap him on the back like suddenly.
He jumps like 5 feet.
No, I'm just
Oh,
fucking
now.
with you, dude. It's a little magic trap, but if one of your dudes walks over here, just have him walk backwards, and it should be fine.
Shit's weird, man.
Yeah, it took us a while to figure that out. All right, let's go.
Like
Yeah,
my work.
I'm like
Okay.
laughing, pretending not to laugh, but because I don't want to encourage Rusty, but that was a little bit funny.
If you get out, once he gets out and he gets a little more comfy, like pats you on the back like really hard. It's like, yeah, good one, kid.
I wasn't gonna leave you there. It was fine.
Yeah, at least this particular trap is actually harmless.
True. We
All right,
found
let's
some that
go.
are not.
Okay.
Going.
Yeah, I think we probably don't need to.
So who do we talk to? Is there like a mayor around here,
I don't
or
know.
Well, I mean, we could
Probably
if
just talk to
nothing
the
else.
cops. Put it
Yeah,
back in there.
and the prosecutors who sent us here in the first place, because they're the ones who told us what to do, right?
Yeah.
So can we ask the cops to take us back to the people who sent us here?
I don't think it's a good idea to leave it unguarded.
Well, tell the cops.
Well, the cops could watch it.
Yeah, tell the cops to guard it, but tell them, like, again, it's civilians in there. They're not going to be like a really big threat.
But we
Be
also
like-
told them not to come out. So if they do come out, they're already, breaking their promise.
Yeah, that's true.
Are we
But
in
we were going to go
tech
back and talk to
or-
them.
Yeah, you're in tech still.
Okay. So we can just have them call us if there's a problem.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
But I do think the cops are probably capable. Like, even if they're breaking their promise and are acting aggressive, like, it doesn't seem like they have people who are capable of doing a whole lot of damage around at the moment.
I mean, they had a few left, I think. Let's go talk to the cops on duty over here.
Okay.
Okay.
So you make your way back to the cops who are just kind of sitting, twiddling their thumbs. And they see you coming back out, and one of them just kind of like gives you the sort of lazy salute. You made it back again.
Yes, we have established negotiations with the remaining civilian lizards.
Civilian lizards?
Yes, there's some non-combatants and kids in there.
And they're the only ones left.
A whole.
As far as we can tell, yeah.
We're trying to arrange a treaty for them where they can either live in the mountain or go somewhere else. Anymore.
Okay.
But I think
So
we did what we told.
they talk? They're
Yes,
Not our language.
I can speak their language.
How do you do that?
And
She's wicked smart.
And I've been reading some of their books that we found along the way. We spent a lot of time with these.
She's a
Also-
teacher.
also, I was able to use some magic to understand them better. And since I'm pretty sure there are other people who are studying these newfound magic powers, there are probably other people who can do it too.
Okay.
So maybe
It's
someone
just
from the university.
we don't have, the authority to establish any treaty or anything with
Yeah,
them.
like
So
they're gonna need food if they stay in the mountain, or we
I
could
gave 'em-
like try to relocate them to somewhere outside of civilians. And
Yeah, I gave them a bag of chips, but that's not going to do anything. So,
but I mean, it
Chips.
did show that they can eat the same types of food we do.
Okay.
Maybe.
If we can supply them food, or if we can arrange for them to go somewhere else where they're not in the middle of downtown Seattle wreaking havoc, I don't think we need to kill them. I mean, they're an intelligent species.
It also doesn't seem like it's their fault that they were here. All this stuff has just been like appearing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But-
we've encountered
yeah,
a couple
basically, I didn't-
other creatures that just got like teleported here when everything started going weird.
So you're of the opinion that not everything that comes here is necessarily bad?
Well, I don't
We've
see there's
confirmed
any
that. We've
reason
had
to think they
a
are.
couple allies.
That's good to know.
These ones pretty much are by nature, but they aren't gonna. If you keep them intimidated, they'll be okay.
Fire tends to work surprisingly well.
They kind of now see us as their superiors, and they're willing to take orders from us instead. So
Okay.
Yeah, but if you let them start thinking otherwise, they'll turn on you in a second.
we don't know if that's true.
The way
I
they
mean,
were
did-
talking,
They did,
I mean,
they did kind of say
also-
they only.
it was
stopped
pretty
because-
clear.
also, you could probably just like close off the entrance and not worry about them. Maybe. I mean,
So they all starved to death?
they can dig.
If we don't work out some kind of arrangement where they can still eat and raise their young, they're going to come try to kill us again. Because they have to. They're not just going to sit back and die. So if
And
we can
you're
work out some
you're
way
sure
they
that
can
they're
eat-
just non-combatants and civilians at this point?
Well, I feel like if they'd had any, competent soldiers left, that's what they would have had come at us instead of some
Yes.
like unskilled guys sort of dropping rocks on our heads ineffectively.
Hmm.
All
Like,
right.
because
I mean,
they basically
we
run out
didn't,
of anyone who could stand up to us at the end.
yeah, we haven't been able to fully clear every single last bit of the cave system, but I don't think there's many left.
Yeah, I think if they'd had anyone left who could do a whole lot of damage, they would have sent them after us.
Well, this is slightly above my pay grade, but we can definitely send word to the Health and Human Services.
I'm not sure what department this falls under either, but did we
Department of
fulfill
Ag?
our parole requirements at this point?
No, that has nothing to do with me, kid.
The interior?
Yeah, maybe Homeland Security might be good people to talk to.
Well, I'd be willing to act as a translator.
All right. You can certainly make that offer to them. I doubt they'll take you up on it. In my experience, they're not really willing to work with others.
So can we go home now?
We're not guarding you here, kid. We're guarding those things.
Yeah,
That's between you and your judge. Whatever the judge told you could do.
I guess we
Okay.
should
If you're on parole, you're on parole.
talk to the
did
judge.
Sarah, did you say you were going to go back and talk to them some more, or?
Yeah, I kind of told them I would go talk to our bosses and then come back. So
Plus, she's the only one that can talk to them.
Although it's probably better if we go together because I can understand them better.
Hmm.
But we still haven't actually talked to anybody with like authority over there. Like I feel like if you said we're
Yeah.
going to talk to our bosses, we should go actually talk to, at the very least, the judge.
yeah,
Can we go?
Wow.
Do we know where he is? Like, do we have a?
What if we just went home? Figured I'd throw that out there.
That's not a bad idea. Did we have any sort of arrangement about what we were supposed to do when we were like finished?
Yeah, I guess we would have some
So the terms of your parole,
definite. Yeah,
you may recall, or not,
May.
is that you would take care of this threat and any other threats that occurred until such time as you went to trial.
So we're just basically biding time till the trial at this point, then.
have a.
You're basically like their free mercs for hire.
Okay.
Do we have a trial date?
Not last you heard.
Well, then, yeah, I guess now we could just go home and talk to our lawyer again or something. But
Yeah.
I still feel like we should. But the police did say that they would pass on the information about the kobolds, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if I believe them.
yeah, let's get some confirmation maybe from, I don't know, they have radios, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to try to get in charge with what's his face?
Jeremiah?
Justice. Yeah.
Yeah, do we have any way of contacting him?
Apparently not tonight.
In game, do we?
Yeah, you have his contact info.
Okay.
Or the judge or somebody. Somebody must have given us the contact info
Hmm.
that we can explain the situation.
Yeah.
Well, let's like leave a message for Jeremiah for now,
Yeah.
and then go home and talk to our lawyer and try and deal with our situation.
Is someone else coming back to talk to the kobolds?
Well, we don't
Yeah,
have
I feel like we should
tell
at least
them.
Because as she mentioned, if no one does go back in to talk to them, it's only a matter of time before they come out again.
yeah, say, can we at least
Okay.
get some food to bring to them to hold them over for a little while we negotiate? I'm addressing that to the police officers.
Oh, so you think they can just eat anything?
Hey, how far away is that donut shop that we wrecked?
Not
Oh yeah, the
very.
bakery shop they trashed.
It's just a few blocks down. Presumably that's why they picked it as close, and maybe because it had food. I don't know.
Let's go raid the donut shop.
Okay, it's already trashed.
So you want to give them stale glass-filled donuts?
I mean,
There are some that aren't glass filled, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We shuttered it pretty good. Around here somewhere.
And it's been like 4 days now. They're probably pretty stale.
Okay, yeah, then a real store is probably better.
So,
The police
Again, I think
officer
we do a
like, stops
grocery
yelling. He's
in?
like, you know what, kids? We can. How many do you think there are?
There are
Probably
quite
like-
a few little ones, I think.
Like 2
There's
dozen.
More than
Little
5, less than
maybe?
50.
Okay. How would we go about feeding them?
If we could just like get a package of food, we could.
We could
Deliver
take
to
it to
them?
them and tell them, like as long as we're there so that we could say, hey, don't hurt us. We're just
We're
bringing
working
this
on
in to
it.
give it to you, and we'll give you more news later. But here's food. Stay here.
So if they, let me just thinking. If they think that you're stronger and that's why they're willing to listen to you,
mhm.
I would not lead with "Don't hurt us." Just
Okay, good
throwing
call.
that out there.
Good call.
Yeah.
How about we're not coming to hurt you?
How about we brought food?
Here's food.
I feel like that makes friends
Cross
pretty
us
easy.
and you'll die.
No, that
Probably might work.
goes toward the way they act.
That's short to the point. Yeah, we could try that.
Here's food to last you for a little while. Stay here, or the guys at the front will shoot you.
Or we'll bring you a barbecue in person. Again.
I don't know the Blizzard word for barbecue.
Fireball? I mean, balls of fire, that's barbecue. Yes.
So you want to be here when we deliver the food? Is what I'm getting.
Yes.
I
yes,
think
since
that's
I
probably
won't even talk
safest.
to them.
All right. I will talk to some people and see if we can find anything. Might
Dang.
take a little while because food's food right now.
Yeah.
But we'll
Stay
work
in
on
cave,
that. That's
otherwise
out of
we'll-
your jurisdiction, kids.
So we'll just chill here?
I don't know if it'd be that fast, but sure.
Well, we need to do something fairly fast before they get bored.
Yeah,
They
and it
get
takes
bored.
Well, if boredom's the problem. They're going to get bored.
Well, hungry. I don't know how often these things need to eat.
All right. We'll move as fast as we can, but there's only so much that, I mean, it's not an easy thing to feed hostiles.
Yeah, I understand that.
But we'll work on it. So you go do something.
Take a nap.
Sure.
Hey, you still have my spell book, right? Or that spell book we
Yeah,
found?
I think I gave it back to you, actually.
Yeah, you
Oh.
guys work together to like translate it.
Oh, did I find any spells in there yet?
Yeah.
And if so,
Yeah, because
Okay.
you guys like together. You had like a couple days, and between the two of you, you managed to figure out what all the
Okay.
spells were. So let me look and see what they were. Do-do-do-do. If I could find the right place, that'd be great.
oh my gosh, stickers.
Oh boy.
Stickers.
I also would have
stickers in
had
your
her-
spell book.
Identify those potions I found.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You find potions?
Yeah, there was something silver in them. They were from the treasure chest thing.
Let me see.
Maybe we should just like hang out here, look at some things. I'll do tasting of stuff.
Your oh so safe scientific method of identifying things.
Incredibly safe scientific method. And,
You
go
sure
from
there
there.
were potions? I don't remember there being potions in there. There were some gems. There were a bunch of different gems.
Yeah, there were.
And there were goblets that I wanted to give to my mother.
And there was a staff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
forgot
we
to
don't have the
mention
staff
that.
anymore.
The staff was taken off one of the kobolds, right? Or was
Yeah.
there
Oh
a
yeah,
staff
that
in the
wasn't
bottom?
in there. Yeah. Oh, and there was the
There was a
orb
happy
of
bird
time.
staff that
It's gone now.
I thought you said there was
feather.
potions with silver or something or other in them.
Oh,
thought
yes,
that was the
not
stones.
potions, but yes,
Yes,
there were
I determined that I
some
do
little
not give
vials with silver
potentially
stuff in
magic
them.
items to Sarah anymore. That was
Okay.
the first time I did. She made it explode while trying to figure out what it did.
She figured it out. She just had a lot of fun with it until it exploded.
It made cool bird noises. So I just kept waving it around, and then it went. Psst, and there were feathers everywhere. There might still be feathers in your house, Pew. I'm sorry.
Well,
Apparently, this is a thing.
somebody
that
else will have to clean that up.
happens. Yeah, good point. It's not Pew's problem.
Nope.
Okay, so so not potions, but like silver something, like silver
Rocks,
or
I think they were
something.
rocks.
Yeah, I remember now. And what else? What all were we gonna do? What will you guys do?
Spells?
Spells. That's right. That's what I was looking at. And then I got distracted by like, wait, I don't think I gave you potions. What's going on? Okay. So you can't learn cantrips, correct?
I don't think so. Yeah, no, you cannot learn cantrips. That happened in Critical Role. They were talking about that. You can't.
Right.
You automatically learn them at certain level ups. You can't learn them normally like other spells.
Right.
Yeah.
So there were some like things in there that you just couldn't quite figure out. They were like someone's really personal way of doing things, and you couldn't figure them out. But you did figure out that there was in there, and I don't know which ones you have or don't have. Charm Person,
Charm person. Okay.
Chromatic Orb, which is like my favorite spell ever, so I'm excited that it was in there. And Expeditious
roll for it?
Retreat. No, it's from a list.
Oh, okay.
And Scorching Ray.
Scorching Ray is a great spell.
Ooh. And scorching ray. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, those were what was in that, other than the things that you couldn't really figure out.
Okay.
Got them all?
Yeah, I'll add them into my thing in
Yeah.
a moment. I'm just gonna write them down.
Well, yeah, and you gotta put them in your book and stuff. But
Yeah, and I have to spend some time and money technically, but you don't really have.
find the right ink. I don't know. I don't think we really do the ink thing. But yeah, spend some time anyway. Okay, so was there anything you wanted to identify? So you also Pew, you have a time orb now.
A time orb?
Yeah, you did identify that yesterday or last week.
Orb.
Yesterday for you
Okay.
guys. Orb of time,
It's
actually.
basically a magical clock.
Basically.
Okay.
Like you look at it and you can use an action to
guess we
see
can
what
find
time
that
of
out.
day it is. Not like specifically, but like morning, afternoon.
Oh. Okay.
night.
So I guess
Super
if
useful.
we're underground or something and you've lost your mechanical watch, then there you go. Would an entirely completely mechanical, no electronics involved watch work in when the tech is not working?
No.
Interesting.
Or at least it might, but it wouldn't work reliably.
Okay.
Let me see
So
exactly.
it might
what the
actually
orb
be
of-
useful.
It'd be sort of like landlines. Like it might kind of work, but not reliably.
Okay. They might just stop or something.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because it's not really like electricity or whatever. It's just like tech.
And also, who has a mechanical watch these days?
That is also a point, yeah. Nobody. So you wouldn't even know because what's the chances that you've had an experience to figure this out?
Tech goes out again.
Okay, so
Okay.
oh
Well,
yeah, so we're just chilling and waiting for the cops to come back with food, I guess.
Yeah. So while holding this orb, you can use an action to determine whether it is morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime outside. This property functions only on the material plane. So that's your orb of time. But you figure for like cave dwelling creatures, it's probably kind of useful. For non-cave dwelling creatures, less so. Okay. So you guys, anything else you want to do while you're waiting? Did you want to like take a short rest, or you're all feeling all right?
Yeah,
I'll
I'd
be
be down for a
resting.
short
I don't
rest.
have anything better to do than rest, so yeah, I'll rest.
Okay. So if you want to do hit dice or whatever, you can do that.
I might study Hugh's book again a little more if she'll lend it to me.
Maybe. She's gonna spend some
Try to
time.
brush up on my kobold.
Now that you know some of the words and language, maybe you can start putting it together with the written.
I didn't actually have much that needs healing at this point, but
I'll flip through my survival book
Okay.
and just like keep reading that some more.
Okay.
yeah, I think
Impatiently
I'm
wait for them
okay.
to finish resting.
I think I'm pretty okay actually.
Spend
Yeah,
some time looking at spells.
Okay.
I'm gonna play some music for the cops.
Okay. They appreciate that.
I'd
They're
be like,
really
I bet you're
bored.
bored. Here's some nice music.
Okay. Yeah, so eventually the one comes around again. He's like, "All right, so I think we've got something set up with some local. Do you think they need their meat cooked?"
Nah.
Yeah, we didn't think so either.
I think they could probably cook it themselves if they need to. They've had campfires down there.
All right, so we've got some like a slab of beef,
Oh wow, that's quite nice.
since that's what we could find.
Okay,
Cool.
shall we go take it to them?
Yeah.
Okay, we will do that and come back and report.
Okay, I mean it's not. Yeah. Okay. Dude, shouldn't you bring somebody else to be like an intermediate so you don't have to sit here all the time and feed them?
Well, I thought we'd give them
Did
one.
you radio somebody?
Yeah, like
Yeah, nobody's
we're
here
just gonna
yet. You wanted to
drop off
feed
the
them
first-
right away, so we got food.
yeah, we thought we'd give them some food to tide them over while the actual authorities are dealing with like what they're gonna do with it.
Right. So you want to sit here and wait the whole time that takes? Because my experience with authorities is going to take a little while.
No, we just want to drop it off and let them know what's going on. And reinforce the stay
Right.
here, we will feed you thing. So just the first load, I think,
Eventually.
is what we need to deliver.
So do you want to take someone with you to introduce them, as it were, so that they can take over the food deliveries? Or do you want to always be
yeah,
the
that
one to
actually
deliver the
makes sense.
food?
Yes.
Well, let's
That's a
take a
good idea.
liaison. Okay, I got you now.
Okay.
Good call, cop person.
Let me get my partner. She's really excited about this. She likes lizards. She's going to go with you.
Okay.
This is gonna go awesomely.
So he goes back. This woman comes up, and she's kind of like, she's really young. Like, you can tell she probably just got out of police academy. She's like as young as, probably Sarah James. And she has like this great big smile. She has not been jaded in any way by being a police officer yet. And she's like bubbly and excited. And like, oh, good, I get to meet these. I heard so much about them. So tell me everything. What are these things like? I mean, I know that they were killing people, but
How's your
the
sense
ones
of
that
smell?
aren't mean. I'm sorry, what?
How's your sense of smell?
Fine.
because it really fucking stinks in there. Just saying.
That's okay. I'm from a farm.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna start telling her what I know about.
Let's start walking in while we do this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you get in, and like she turns white, and like runs back outside and starts puking because it reeks in there.
I warned her.
God.
You really did.
She comes back in. I didn't know that you meant rotting meat smell. Okay, I'm ready. We can go.
Sure. Okay.
Well, you guys are all fine, so so I'm fine. We got this.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
You stay in here long enough and you just, temporarily lose that sense, which is a
Thank
blessing.
goodness.
Or you just like dead things and you're just fine with it.
Yo,
Either way.
Hey, see these huge spiders? This little teeny blonde girl shot them all and killed them.
Nice shot, kid.
Yeah.
Might
She's
take me out to the
pretty
range
legit.
one of these days. Teach me a thing or two.
She didn't use a gun.
I beam proudly.
What did you use?
I show her my hand crossbow.
Killed those with that?
Like, it's pretty awesome.
Anyway, let's
She's
keep
pretty
going.
awesome.
Wow, all right.
We're ignoring the fact that pretty much every single one of them was almost dead already when she shot them.
All kill steal.
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way down and through the tunnel and through the other tunnel. Are you going like all the way into where they are? Or where
Yeah,
you were
wherever-
negotiating?
Wherever we like parlayed last time, yeah.
All right, so right in the middle of all their dead young.
Is that where it was? Oh,
Yeah. You're in that room.
Awkward sauce.
So
I
you
assume we did tell this lady that we're taking with us like what had happened and everything, right?
Yeah,
Did you?
I was briefing her on what happened and what we've done so far and what we expected her to do.
Okay. Yeah, so you get there and she
Sure.
kind of
Quite
looks
comprehended
around,
the details.
wide eyes. Wow, you really did do a number on him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty convinced what we did was enough. Hopefully you can, help us convince that we don't need any more carnage down here.
Yeah, so they kind of need to be dominated, so,
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, don't be mean, but we're going to make sure
And we have some
No,
light
that-
sources, right?
if they come out of the
Yeah.
cave, that's
Probably,
bad.
because some of you can't
Cool.
see.
I'm going
I've
to
got
pull
my
out my
bracelet.
cell phone and start filming.
Oh, also I tell her, act tough like this, and I pull this like comically what I think is super tough looking pose and face and stuff. Even though I'm tiny.
Okay. I'll do it.
I mean,
Just like
They're
that.
kind of small themselves, so
It helps that we already did all the murdering out front, so yeah.
yeah.
So are they gonna come out here?
Sarah, can you call him? And I'm gonna cast.
Yeah, I'm going to
comprehend
call out,
again.
hello?
'Cause I'm pretty sure
Back.
it's not still working. So
And you hear that voice coming from the hall. Oh, great master! We are here!
We bring
And
food.
even if Sarah like maybe is understanding more of it this time, I'm still gonna like interpret every time so that it's hopefully helping her more.
Okay. Yeah,
I
because it's
appreciate
like
that.
completely foreign. So it's not like she can grasp bits of it. It's just like complete nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one kind of comes creeping in and goes, food?
Yes.
What you want us do?
We want you to stay here.
Here.
Like,
He like
Don't go
just
outside.
doesn't move a muscle. Right here.
No, not right here, just inside the tunnel. Don't go outside where the sun is.
We don't like sun.
Don't go out
Good.
at night either.
Don't go anywhere near it, not even in the dark. Stay inside the rock.
Sun not out in dark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
but-
care. Just don't go out where the sun could possibly be. Under the ground.
Make an intelligence check to see if you can make that concept clear to this confused little lizard man.
Oh.
I mean, I'm trying all this rock, brown, dirt, oh shit. Turtle.
I kind of go up to the wall and I'm like touching the wall and the ceiling and I'm like, stay with this around you.
He starts like touching the wall and the ceiling. Walls. Yes.
Walls. Stay where there are walls.
Okay.
This is, I forgot to ask your name.
Oh, the police officer. Oh, Officer Keeley.
Keely. She will be bringing you food. I go talk to my big scary boss.
Is she big scary boss? He starts like bowing to her. And she's sort of like she as soon as he came out, she transformed a little bit. Like she was all jolly and fun and good humor until you got in there, but like she put on cop face. And now like you can tell that even though she's new to the force, she is a police officer. And
Yeah,
like she
I'm,
didn't
like,
she didn't
kinda
follow
like
your
her,
advice
like-
necessarily, Ronia, but she put on cop face. She is like looking stern and strong.
I'm
and-
giving her a thumbs up, like really good, tough face.
And she kind of nods at the little thing, the little jerk, less than a nod. And she's like, you translate for me. You will
Okay.
stay in here.
You will stay in here, in wall.
You will not hurt any humans.
Not hurt any two legs like that.
And we will provide you with food.
And we will provide you with food.
Good interpretation. I'm impressed.
Understand? And little Cobalt just kind of looks up and he's like, we stay. We stay. You no kill.
You stay, we no kill.
All right. Sounds like we've gotten the gist across.
You no tell the Shah.
Wait, what? Who?
Say what?
No tell the Shah.
Do I know this word?
It's just like it's just a name maybe. It's not something that's translating with your comprehend languages.
Okay.
Who? Desha.
Desha old lord.
Old.
Oh.
Old
Desha
master.
here?
You new master. Do not tell Desha.
Oh.
Okay.
That sounds like something you might want to follow up on.
Desha
Yeah.
here? Or in walls?
Desha in sun.
Oh.
Sun.
Now that he's like established that this is like your way of communicating is sun, he's gonna communicate with the sun.
Okay.
He's trying here.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, we'll make this work.
Desha kill us if no. That we
Sin-
have new master.
So I'm just interpreting this, like I'm saying it to Sarah, but like presumably the police officer could probably hear me too.
Yeah, she's listening.
Yeah, so, you seen Desha recently?
Recently?
Um,
I mean, I guess he can't really repeat you because you're just making up a word.
Today, yesterday.
Desha, since
Last moon.
tunnels moved.
Tunnel's moved. Tunnel's here.
Come to
Last moon.
outside moved.
Maybe ask.
New outside, yes.
yes. Seen Desha since new outside.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Okay, I think
What
we should
Desha
definitely tell
look
people
like?
about that.
Desha big, strong.
Does he look like
scary.
us?
No,
Uh,
not that he can understand you.
is there
Well, I
anything
mean-
around here that is green?
Green?
Yeah. Like, I'm talking to you. Like, is anybody wearing something green or?
No.
Officer
She probably
Keeley
wants
kind
to
of looks
point
through
and
her
ask.
pockets, trying to find something, doesn't find anything green.
Aren't the kobolds green?
They're kind of grayish green.
Daisha, same color as you?
No.
No. Okay.
Uh,
How big? Show me, how big?
He like puts his hand up and jumps. And then jumps again.
Shit.
Too big.
Too big.
Can you tell him, Sarah, that we are stronger than Desha and we don't like him, lording it over our subjects. So if they see him, they need to tell us immediately.
If you see Daisha, you tell us. Tell what's her face.
Officer Keeley.
We come. We fight.
We'll protect you from him.
You fight Desha?
We fight Daisha.
You stronger than Desha?
Yes.
You much smaller than Desha?
And I'm gonna
barbecues.
stronger, much stronger, and I'm gonna make my staff glow. Can fight.
Hello?
You belong to me.
Oh my.
Yes, master. He starts bowing
Yes,
again.
yes, master. Not Daisha.
No, tell Desha.
Yes.
No, we won't. That's why
You
we're
tell
we
us. You see Daisha.
will not tell him.
We know go out to Desha.
Good.
Stay here.
Good.
No Desha here.
Good.
Yeah, if he's big, he can't get through those tunnels.
You know tell Desha?
We know tell Daisha.
Yes.
Okay,
All
we
right.
go now.
Okay.
Much food?
Much food. She bring you food.
Sarah,
You
are there any
stay in?
are there some key phrases you can teach to Officer Keeley?
I think I kind of taught her some of them on the way out here.
Yeah, and as you're picking
Okay.
up more, and she's listening very intently.
I'll
And-
write her a little cheat sheet.
Yeah.
Maybe this Desha thing, be like, we don't know what this is, but you might want to keep be particularly aware of this phrase because that sounds like we would want to know about it.
Sounds like bad news.
Bad news bears.
So she points at the lizard person and says, "You stay here. No outside." And the lizard person nods frantically. She goes, "Okay, let's go."
All right.
I
I
grab
want
some.
to ask around in the neighborhood if anyone's seen some sort of giant monster.
Yeah. As soon as we get out, I want to ask the cops if they've heard about anything like this.
Okay.
I mean, ask Keeley too on the way.
Yeah, and Keeley is. There were some rumors of those flying things to the south, but they didn't sound like they were big. I don't know what happened with them. Oh, yesterday there was a unicorn. I didn't get to see it. I was here.
Wow.
That's
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, it was apparently
Where were those-
really amazing.
Where were those flying things at? Did you have a location?
I don't really remember. They were south of Seattle, or southeast of Seattle, kind of out of my ballpark. I don't remember exactly. I just remember hearing about it. They were sighting something, and people were all worried. And I haven't heard anything in a couple days.
I'm feeling
Okay,
where we're
well.
gonna end up next.
Since we're sort of stuck on call for you guys right now, please do let us know if you hear anything more about this Desha creature.
Yeah, of course. We have your contact info, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we hear anything more, I don't know. You have no
Okay.
idea what this is.
Oh, we just heard. I interpreted to you everything I have heard about it. That's the first we heard about it.
You know what we know.
Some big thing.
Yeah.
That's
A big scary
pretty
thing
vague.
that was their boss.
Yep.
all right.
But he did seem like he would warn us if he heard about him, so because he's scared enough of both of us, so hopefully that'll help.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Well, I mean, I don't know. If we see anything really big, we'll let you know.
Thanks.
That's all
Let's
I can
go
promise
home,
in
guys.
that count. If something comes up to me and introduces itself as Dayshaw, definitely let you know about that.
All right, let's go home.
Sounds like a plan.
So, are you guys
I should just let him know. So,
somehow
Yeah.
in the loop about what's going on in town? Did anybody? I mean,
Pardon?
going on where?
just in town in
We
general.
would have had the radio on, I think, while tech was
Maybe.
working.
Yeah, this is Officer Keeley asking you.
Oh,
Just in case something comes up. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we monitor the radio and
All right.
we have radios of our own, so we'll try.
Okay. I just wondered what the situation was in case you needed more insights on anything, but it sounds like you got things covered.
And the judge knows where we live, and we can be found there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for everything. Good luck.
I heard him before I forget.
I can't believe I just talked to a lizard.
Isn't it fun? Welcome to
Yeah.
our world.
shit's weird now. It's cool, huh?
Yeah, I really wish I'd seen that unicorn.
Seriously.
Me too.
Goodness.
Apparently,
Yeah,
it just like strolled
unicorn.
through downtown.
Wow.
A unicorn. I mean,
you
maybe
hear about
people are
where
just lying
downtown?
about it. I don't know. What's that?
Did you hear about where downtown?
No, I only heard about it after the fact. Could have just been people pulling our legs.
I don't know. At this point, I believe just about
That's
anything.
kind of what I thought too.
Yeah, I'm not prepared to rule it out.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a white horse. Even so, white horses running downtown. Kind of different.
Unusual, at least.
Maybe less so now, but yeah. All right, well, you all take care of yourselves. And I'm sure we'll see you around.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good
I will
luck.
let you
Make
know if
sure
there are
she-
any issues. You can come talk to him again.
And she has her contact info, right?
Yeah.
So she can maybe get a hold of me if shit goes sideways,
Yeah. Yeah, she's got your
as it
information.
usually does.
Assuming, yeah, she would have had it anyway, but you can give it to her anyway.
Just double check.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Hey.
So you
Ronya's pretty happy
guys-
with how that's working out so far.
Yeah, that was much less argument than I anticipated. I thought you guys were going to have a knockdown, drag-out brawl over whether to kill them all or not.
I mean, it's
You
still
know.
all pretty awkward and, not ideal, but at least there wasn't any more killing.
Don't talk to me about
And I still don't think he's stressed enough how important it is to keep them cowed.
I think she got it. I think she got it. She's not a dumb lady.
Yeah, she's a cop. They get
Yeah.
taught that, and
Yeah.
they get taught that. So
I got a good
Intimidate.
feeling about her.
She did switch on a dime very easily to, cop. And then back. She obviously
Okay.
has, cop dual identity going.
She has her professional face.
All right, so you guys are going to go home?
yeah.
Is that the plan?
Yep,
All right.
that's the plan.
Okay, well, as you go home, I think we're going to take a quick break because it is 7:30 almost, which is a good time for break. We might end a little bit early tonight, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, for now,
As
quick
the one
break.
in
What's
latest
that?
time zone, I support this plan.
I just
Yeah.
have no idea what to anticipate this week, and it might be insane. It probably will be insane. So I kind of want to be like as rested as humanly possible going into it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? All right. So yeah, quick break, few minutes. We'll be back. I'm just going to go to the break screen. I'm not going to make you guys muted because I can't do that anyway today. So if you want to talk to each other, people will hear you. If you don't, that is also fine. And we'll be back in a few minutes.
I'm gonna see if the common room is empty now, so if I can actually go sit on the couch instead of lay on the floor of the fitness center.
Good plan.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Oh, so I'm starting a new D&D campaign with a like meeting in real life group tonight. Pretty excited about it.
Tonight? Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be fourth ed.
Oh, okay.
Going for a little walkie poo.
Read some of those spells I linked you.
Okay, let me just finish this one row of knitting.
A couple
I
of
have-
them would be useful. A couple of them would just be fun.
I have 5, yes, count them, 5 friends having having babies between this spring and summer. So I'm, for the very first time, attempting to make a baby sweater. Okay.
Look, y'all, I'm a people. A real people with a chair and everything.
Yay!
It rocks.
Lies. It's a disguise.
I'm a chameleon. Let's see what jobs there are to apply for today. Not much good. Is there an Elizabeth there? Nope, she left. I what? I did. I have a chair, like a big person.
Wow.
And you don't echo.
It's amazing.
The common room is mine. I have claimed it, and wahaha.
Is everybody ready?
I'm okay.
Apparently, the lights in the common room are on a motion detector.
Did you not move?
Rock harder. There we go.
Oh, now you're bright yellow.
Ah.
Yeah, I have to do that in most of the classrooms in town. Like if I'm sitting during my prep period and like working on something, like halfway through, all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, hey, wave my hand a little bit. All right, now I've got light again.
Jess does that, and it just doesn't work because they can't see me from my desk, so I have to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Things that it didn't work.
Oh, one of the staff restrooms at one of the schools that I'm at a lot, like it has on a timer, but it's really short. So like literally while I'm peeing, it will go off.
Oh my god.
I've had that
Like,
happen.
you're like-
Yeah, and I'm just like,
Every
I
time.
just sat here. Do you expect me to be really, really super active on the toilet? Like, what is going
I
on?
know, it's really funny.
gosh.
Most people like do like a little dance.
So then I like just kind of, pee in the dark, and then I'm like, all right, and I get up and it turns back on.
Wave your arms around wildly while you're doing your business.
Mm-hmm. It's really amusing to me because every single time, like it is such a short timer.
Yeah, I've definitely known bathrooms like that before, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So anyway, we're all back. You guys were going home. Did you make it home? I mean, you made it home.
By home, we mean Pew's house.
I
Because that's
assume
Yeah.
so.
Yes.
Pew's
point in
house is
time, it's-
home.
Yeah.
Big enough for all of us, and
Yeah. So you made it back to Pew's house with no issues. It's still tech. There's cars driving around. You could have gotten a ride probably, but did you just walk?
I would have asked for a ride.
I would
They
have, yeah.
drove
I
us
would
up
have
kind
there.
of a long
asked me
ways.
for- yeah. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
so.
So they give you a ride home, so it's quick and easy, or relatively. It's still, the roads are a mess. But they get you home and drop you off and
Can
take
you hear
off.
me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, we
Yes.
can hear you.
I accidentally pushed a button.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
My bad.
I'm peeling top coat off my fingers. Sorry.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Well,
I'm
because
still
I have
making
on
baby
nail
food.
wraps, which you can't really tell, but they're actually little tally marks. Yeah, now you can. Because I thought they were really kind of fun for like teaching math this week.
Oh.
I just think of the silence.
Well,
Really?
they're actually like glow in the dark. They're meant to be scary, but they also made me think that they would be good for teaching science. Oh, those are cute.
Thank you.
Nice. Wow, amazing.
I'm just gonna play in the dark. Playing in the dark, y'all.
I
So-
bought baby foot for my feet. If you know what that is. Oh my god.
I thought you said you bought baby feet, and I was quite concerned.
No. It's this like mask for your feet, so then your feet peel in like 7 to 10 days. And yeah, it's gonna be an experience. It's starting, but I guess the whole thing peels off. So
Ew, that doesn't sound very
Kind of
appealing.
out of sync.
and then you have soft feet afterwards. That's why.
I mean,
Yeah,
until
no.
you go out barefoot for 10 seconds.
And then you die because you're a tenderfoot.
Yeah, this doesn't
Nah.
sound like a good deal to me. I don't think I like it.
Uh-oh. We'll see.
Yeah, you'll have to keep us updated on how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I had an argument with the lady doing my pedicure because she's like, "Do you want me to take these calluses off?" No. I hike. I hike for a living. I need those.
Yeah.
They are important to me. Do not get rid of them.
Mhm.
Okay, so you got it home to Pew's house. What are you gonna do?
Mm,
Sit around and wait?
I'm gonna see if my dad is in or not.
Let's see. You left in the morning. He's probably not in. It's probably afternoon at this point. Oh, well, actually, you had to wait for a while. It's probably evening. He probably is.
Okay. I'm gonna go in and check and see how he's doing today.
Drunk off his ass.
Okay.
Oh.
And seeing how, his new assistant is working out. I hope it's working out.
You mean Rusty's aunt?
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you go to your dad's study, presumably?
Yep.
And
Knock.
okay, you knock, and after a minute, he kind of comes over and opens the door. Hey, Pew.
Hey, how's it? How are you, Father?
I'm well. How are you?
Well,
Very good. Can I help you?
how your new assistant, Rusty's aunt? Are you okay with her?
I forgot she was my assistant. What's she supposed to be
She's
doing
your
for me?
I don't know, something unproductive.
It's really loud all the time now.
Well, that's good. Makes it a lively household, right?
Sure.
Well, that was a nice talk. Thanks.
Well, I'll talk to you later, Dad. Love you. Bye.
Pew,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
what's going on?
There's magic now? What's going on?
Yes, that's what you told me. But what's going on with
Mhm.
you?
Mhm.
What do you mean?
You got arrested for murder. You're
Mm-hmm.
out all the time. You come back bloody.
Mm-hmm.
You brought these strange people into our house.
Mm-hmm.
There were horses and now there's not horses. What's going on?
Oh.
Forgot about the horses.
They ate my bushes.
Hey, we had those horses for a long time. I miss them.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't leave them tied up for days. In the middle of a city. With no power.
I mean, I don't know. I met a lovely group of people that, I don't know.
That encouraged you to
But
murder?
I didn't murder him. I merely tried to save his life after they shot him.
I don't think I like your friends, Pew.
I don't think he realizes that she's probably the worst of the group.
Yeah, I think she just kind of really threw us under the bus too.
This doesn't really surprise me.
Why don't you like them? Just because I've gotten some more trouble that I've gotten into
Ever?
now? Maybe ever.
I was willing to put up with this black phase. But you have to take responsibility now, Pew. You are the sole heir of this company.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sole heir. So,
You are my legacy. You are your mother's legacy. It's time for you to start behaving appropriately.
yes, Father.
I want you to shape up, or I want these people out of the house.
Yes, Father.
You may go.
Yes, Father. Shit. Shit, 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 shit.
And of course, we all missed this entirely.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
no,
like
this is-
blissfully hanging out.
You're just hanging out in the downstairs, having fun.
Shit. Hey. We may need to start thinking about another place to stay in a week or two.
Have we been a bother?
there a problem?
Perhaps.
Sorry, I'll take shorter showers.
It's not the showers. It's the fact that we murdered somebody. But granted, I don't think it was our fault. I think it was the cult leader's fault.
Explain that?
Your dad doesn't.
He doesn't really understand.
Okay.
He's a strict dad.
Well, I mean, I can always go back to my house, but I don't really have room to put anybody else up.
Shoot. Well, I mean, if we curb the number of hours that we're leaving, or if we go back to school.
I don't
Ugh.
think we. Yeah, I don't know that going back to school is
Oh my
completely
God.
Wait, so
practical
like
right now.
stay here.
I was
more
already
or
considering going back and
less?
staying with Elaine just to try and, get,
I mean,
through her terrifying.
For me.
What does your dad want you to do? Like, go work down at the company and sort out supply chain and personnel issues all day?
Yeah, instead of becoming, not, I don't know, raise an army of dead and rule the
Wait,
world.
what? I didn't think that was ever our plan, huh? Oh dear.
I'm getting close to a breakthrough that I can bring people back from the dead. And when
You know
I
what?
can,
I'm totally gonna
Excuse
call
me,
my mom and
what?
see if see if she's cool with me moving back.
I'm stuck back on bringing people back from the dead. What?
I'm like, you know what? Yeah, moving out sounds just
I
fine.
think you can do it too eventually. You could raise people from the dead, maybe more whole and
Why is this okay?
holistic way. Because people want to come back from alive, death, and come alive, and
But you guys are level 5, right?
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
She can
technically
bring
I
people
could
back
have.
from the dead.
I could.
Well, I mean, Sarah
just,
too.
yeah.
I don't think either of you
Yeah,
is actually
you.
like full on tried though.
No.
Cute, look at me. Are you trying to raise a zombie army?
For good. Ish. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear.
How do you even make a zombie army for good?
They can do mow the lawn. I'm sure about that. Cleaning.
A zombie
Protecting.
army to mow the lawn.
Yeah.
You're going to raise people and desecrate their corpses to get your lawn mowed?
Lawn service. Yeah,
I don't-
landscape.
Can someone...
Yeah, I'm going over to the landline and calling my mom and being like, yeah, I think I'll be over tonight.
Oh boy.
You think I'm being serious?
Yeah, with you? Yeah, I do. You've been a little too excited about this whole...
I kind of think that's a brilliant business venture, actually. Zombie slave
I'm just
labor.
sitting back with a drink and enjoying this conversation.
As someone who literally just moved downtown to get out of mowing a lawn, yeah, I could be in this market.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we should probably talk to our lawyer again.
Yeah, we probably
Yeah.
should.
Because
I
like
don't know.
we need to go to Portland for Elaine, but we're not allowed to leave until like they tell us we can. So we should figure out whether there's any chance of that happening soon.
Gosh. Can we
Is
just
Elaine
like?
actually in Portland?
No, Elaine wants to go to Portland.
Mhm.
Okay. But she's still with Leo.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
like we promised we'd take her there, but we just can't because we're not allowed to leave town.
Yes. Yeah, I kind of think I was going to call the judge.
Yeah.
Do we talk directly to the judge or go through our lawyer?
That's a good idea. Maybe the lawyer. Let's call the lawyer.
Mhm.
So who's got the contact info for lawyer?
I mean,
I'm sure
probably
P
all of
does.
you do.
But I think
Yeah.
all of us do. We'll see if I can dig it up.
Okay.
Okay, so you're calling the lawyer? Who's calling the lawyer?
I guess I am.
Okay. Ronia, did you actually call your parents?
I called them just to say hi and check in on them.
Okay. They were happy to hear from you.
I
Okay.
figure when tech is on, I check in.
All right. So Sarah, you call the lawyer, whose name I have forgotten.
I feel like I wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure I did too, but I don't know where in my notes are even. My life has been a little crazy.
All I have is bird wand that exploded.
Anyway, whatever the lawyer's name is, you call him.
Wait.
I need to start writing things down consistently rather than just like on random pieces of notepaper.
James Taylor. His name is James Taylor.
James Taylor. I'll write that on the same random piece of notepaper as Officer Keeley. Lawyer. Okay. So, I'm writing down Officer Keeley as the Kobold liaison. Okay. So you call Mr. Taylor, and after a while you get through to him. You have to go through like assistants and stuff, but you get through to him, and he sounds sort of busy and a little bit distracted, but he's there. You can talk to him.
So, just wanted to let you know that we mostly finished cleaning up all the kobolds and the lizard things in the tunnels up in. It started with a K. Where were we? Kenmore?
Kenmore. Yeah.
Yeah. So we took care of most of them. There's just a few civilians and kids left that we're trying to negotiate a treaty with. And yeah, so we're back hanging out at Pew's. And
All right, great. So, did you make a good impression on Jeremiah?
I think so. I mean, we did everything they asked. And
Good.
I don't
I've been.
Did you tell him
more
we
about our
weren't unnecessarily
parole or-
violent?
I'm sorry. Was there someone talking in the background?
Or
Oh
just-
yeah, that's Romeo. She
Oh,
was
okay.
pointing out that we were not unnecessarily violent, so that
Yes.
helped our good impression.
Okay, that's good. I'm sure.
You
I haven't heard
anything more
from him
about
in a couple
trial,
days,
or-
but I'm sure that he's working on his end of things, and I've been working on my end of things. You can tell Rusty. And we're not trying to get a trial date because we're trying to find a way to settle out of court still, assuming that's what you're
Okay.
still interested in.
Yeah.
Be done.
Other
Away.
not get arrested?
Well, I mean, you have been arrested, yes.
Well, yes, but not end up in jail.
Yes.
So
So, is there anything else I can help you with?
no, I think we're good.
No new
Just wanted to make
developments?
sure we. No. We're trying to figure out what to do next. So if you have any ideas,
Just stay low. Stay out of trouble. Don't kill anybody.
sounds like a plan.
If they say jump, jump. Try to show as much as you can that you're on board with being a good citizen. Obviously, if they
Alright,
say
well,
jump in a way that you don't think is legal, call me.
You cut out there.
Oh, obviously, if they say jump in a way that you don't perceive as being legal, give me a call.
Okay.
Your terms were to continue to help the city, so if you can, probably keep doing so, and I'll keep working.
All right. Thank you for everything you're doing for us.
I've had no particular luck yet with Rusty's request, but I am working on it.
Do I know what Rusty's request was?
Probably not.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know if I said anything.
Didn't
I
you
just
to your
had some
lawyer?
suggestions.
I
Yeah, you
think
did
you
a lawyer. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
talk to
told
the lawyer
Leo
about it.
and the lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, okay, well, thank you. I'll hang up now.
All right. Have a good rest of your evening.
And then, yeah. And then I'm going to turn around to Rusty and go, so did you make a special request of the lawyer?
I just said, if there happens to be like campaign donations or something that helps someone think highly of us, it wouldn't hurt, is all. Or something along those lines.
So, bribery. Okay.
I mean, that's what rich people do, right?
Yeah, at this point, I'll take it.
That's all.
I'm still
I didn't-
staying out of that.
I didn't make some weird special requests, if that's what you're thinking. So
Well, I figure Ronya has run upstairs to tidy her room and like wash the bathroom and try to stop being what is apparently being perceived as a poor house guest. So I am not hearing this.
Okay.
He was sulking. Still.
Okay.
Oh, I don't want to see if I could. That would work, but then he would know. He'd be pissed about that. I'll just go raid
Just
the
gonna look at
diamonds
us, so-
upstairs.
Should one of us go talk to Pew?
P's gonna storm off and go raid some more jewelry out of her sister's and her mother's thing to see if she can find some diamonds
Okay.
or a diamond or two.
One way to cheer yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Theft?
Yeah. So, Pew, without much difficulty, you know that your mom, her old engagement ring is definitely right there in her jewelry
Your
box.
family's freaking rich.
It's probably
Yeah, a little
actually greatly more valuable than necessary. But if
Greatly
more valuable than necessary.
Yeah.
But if you keep sort of digging around, you can find things that are less valuable if you want, like earrings or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for some more earring related ones, but still hide the an engagement ring somewhere on my
Okay.
body.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving. I'm gonna go try and stay with Leo again.
Are you gonna tell us this?
Yeah. I was already considering it because of Elaine.
Okay.
This just makes it, more of a good idea.
What, her dad?
Yes. And her.
Well, you don't know what she's doing right now.
Yes, but I know what she's done.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So you just take off? Go to Leo's?
I'm going to, well, phones are still working, so I'm going to try and inform whoever's in, keeping track of us that I'm not going to be staying here.
Are you
Oh,
going
okay.
to ask
Try and
Leo
accuse
if you
us
can
of
go over
anything.
there?
What?
Are you going to ask Leo if you can go over there?
He's already said I could.
Did he?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
He was staying with Leo before you guys ever met Leo. He and Leo are tight.
All right.
mm,
Okay, so James takes off.
I mean, I'm literally just waiting because that's what we were told to do.
All right, and y'all go to bed, or are you gonna anything else you want to do this evening? Just wait, mull over
Yep.
things.
Mull
Yeah.
over things.
I'm
After
gonna make
things
some
up.
notes on my studies of the lizard peoples.
after people go to bed, I'm gonna go check out one of the nearby houses that my cousin said was empty and had a lot of stuff in it,
Okay.
and just take a look around.
See, this is another reason why it was good to leave.
Oh wait, are we still in tech?
Yes.
Okay, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going out of the basement to look around some more.
Okay. So you continue to
Alright.
familiarize yourself with everything in the basement, and having read some of your survival book, you're starting to get a better idea of like how to put things together,
Yeah,
what they are, and how they work.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
And you all go to bed? Presumably? Okay. So, so when you're sleeping, I guess this is probably just like an overall question. Since tech is working, do you have your radio going or do you turn it off for bed? Or like
I don't
some-
when I'm sleeping. I don't know what if somebody else does.
Yeah.
When I'm done sneaking around, I might turn it on.
Okay.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So, sometime in the middle of the night, like probably 2, 3 a.m., Rusty, the radio comes on, and like it's kind of like quiet, like the normal radio announcer who's usually super exuberant, like trying to be like over the top radio personality, is like kind of being quiet, like he's trying not to be loud, and he's like, "Attention, attention! I think there's something outside my house. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not human. Attention! Attention! I think I need help."
Do we know where this guy lives?
I don't know why you would.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna pay
I
attention
mean, I'm
to it.
asleep, so.
You're paying attention.
Yeah, and so he kind of keeps going for a little while. And then, oh, I live on 28th and Victory. And, oh God, it's closer. And oh my God, I think it's a really big wolf. Oh shit. Guys, attention, everybody, on 28th and Victory, there's a... And then the radio goes silent.
Which is really funny because you were cutting out right there too.
Perfect.
Yes.
I will rouse some people, probably Pew first, and say, "Hey, I think the radio guy just got murdered by a giant wolf."
What?
So, what?
Yeah, the
What are
radio.
you talking about? Why
Yeah,
are you awake?
I
What?
left the radio on. The radio guy was whispering, kind of, and said there was a giant wolf outside his house, and then it went dead. So I assume he is dead. But he gave us his location, so
So you woke us up in the middle of
Let's
the night. We're going wolf hunting, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, we can. You want to?
Hey, we've got
I
nothing
think
better
we
to
should.
do.
We probably
Call
should.
up the
Yeah.
judge and be like, we're gonna go wolf hunting.
Let's just like leave a note. I don't. know
Yes,
about
let's send him a
calling the-
note from my dad saying that the judge said we should go kill wolves. See you later. Sorry, trying to work on our parole.
You should leave a note that says, "Trying to save a potential client of our company that might come buy something."
There you go.
There we go.
How
Keeping
far would I know? How
Seattle
far away
safe
that?
from monsters, so people buy more shit.
There you go.
Pew.
All in the name of the business.
Hey, do you think we could get sponsored and like get jerseys that have the logo on it?
About wolf hunting or not?
Anyway, I mean, I just threw my jacket on and I'm ready to go. So
Has anyone
I'll
woken
let
me
you
up?
guys. Yeah, I would have gone and like
Okay.
briefed people.
Yeah, but
All
James
right.
is not there.
Nope.
I try calling Leo's house.
Okay, so James, out of sleep, you are roused. Wow, that's English. By the phone ringing.
It is.
It's
Just
actually completely grammatical, but yeah.
It's very 19th century. You're roused by the like distant sound of the phone ringing,
okay.
and it
I will
rings,
groggily go answer it.
and it rings because like nobody else wants to get up and answer it. Okay, so you go answer.
James, apparently Rusty heard on the radio that the radio guy, the one guy who's been broadcasting stuff, it seems to have been attacked by a wolf, and here's the address, and we're going there now.
Okay. I guess I will meet you there.
Okay, see you soon. Bye. I mean, we're in a hurry, dude.
Yeah, how close was it? Also,
It's not as far away as you might have anticipated, or Chance might have had it. Like it's actually maybe a mile away.
Does
oh,
Pew have
that's
a
not
car?
bad. Just roll
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, probably.
We roll up and like shoot it with crossbows out the window.
Oh my god, that'd be
You're
amazing.
my Mercedes Benz.
Playing some Biggie. All right. I figure we're
Oh.
probably walking over there. I don't know what. I didn't think we had a car at the place or a car we could just take.
We
But-
probably
All the
shouldn't
times
take a
we've gone in-
car.
Yeah, we might not be able to get it back.
Yeah, I think that's why you haven't
Okay.
taken it in the past, is because you're not sure if it'll still be working when you want to come home.
Yeah.
Well, we're out of
And-
horses.
Pew
Really
writes
a
a
mile.
nice little note for her
I can
dad.
ride.
A mile doesn't take a long time.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
I mean, we're in good shape now. We can trot that.
let's go check it
You
out.
have been doing a lot of hiking and horse riding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I figure we're pretty fit at this point.
And Pew has written a note along the lines of, Judge says we need to go and kill a wolf in town. Trying to do well on my parole. So, not too much trouble. Somewhere along those lines. And then also, looks good on us. Love, Pew.
Okay.
Hides it underneath a whiskey bottle.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. So, James, you were going to meet them there?
Yep.
Okay. So you all independently sort of head out to this address, and you just like roll up at the address.
Pretty much.
I mean,
mean,
like we're not
I'm
gonna just like
looking
walk
around
straight
on
up
the
to
way.
it. We'll be.
We'll walk around.
Oh, if James isn't with us, we're
yeah,
totally
he's just meeting
stuck.
you there. So James
Well-
just walks up, and you guys like stealth around.
Well, are we listening for wolves on the way in?
I would
mean, I'm
because
looking around the whole
we've
time.
heard
Yeah.
wolves howling before. So
All right. So then you might want to make some perception checks for wolves.
No.
Let's
Do
try
I
perceiving.
perceive a wolf? Whoa, shit.
Yeah, it's not like we're just out on a stroll. We're going to answer a
It's right at 9.
distress call.
Why does my sheet looks different? Okay, perception. Perception. There we go. I'm perceiving.
Oh my gosh.
Not really.
Okay.
I perceive
Give me a
Okay.
moment.
Hmm?
Oh my gosh. So slow. Nope.
But yeah, since we're specifically going in response to a distress call and not just like visiting somebody, I figure we're definitely like on the alert and looking around and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you just have to tell me that because I don't like know that you're paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't just
Gotcha.
assume these things.
Okay.
Okay.
Looking around.
So yeah, so you're paying attention, looking around. Rusty, you are so busy trying to think of like ways that you might want to trick James when you get there that you're like watching like everything around you to like try to figure out like ways that you could hide to like sneak up on him or something.
yeah, I am kind of thinking of that.
So you're not paying as much attention necessarily as the others. Pew, having gotten chewed out recently, you're super hyper vigilant, aware of everything. And everyone except Rusty, you do, since you're paying really close attention, hear wolves howling. James, you're just like
Oh, good.
gladly
Sounds
walking
like there's
up.
a lot of them.
Yep.
You hear wolves howling like in the like distance. Like you hear them sort of like sporadically, not like all the time. Like you hear a howl, and then after a while you hear like another little howl.
But we're like already near the house now, right?
Yeah, but you're hearing
And so
them
we're not
from
hearing them close to the
far
house.
away. Like
Okay, interesting.
there's some that are coming from far to the east, sort of by where you think maybe that one's the other night you were hearing.
Okay.
Well, Rusty
I'm
was,
also
but
looking
Rusty's not
around
there, so
for
he wouldn't
any.
know.
I'm also looking around for any suspicious hulking shadows or anything.
Okay. And you also actually hear what you think might be some wolves coming from like far to the north.
So wait,
I'm
north
assuming
and
we
south?
still have like the radio on with us.
I would have had it on until we were like getting remotely close outside because I don't want to give us away.
Okay.
But wait,
But I kept it on that whole time until then, in case the guy got back on the air.
Yeah, which you
they said
didn't.
there were sounds to the north as well as where else? Or two different directions?
Yeah, so there's some far to the east, which if you tell Rusty about where you hear them, he's probably going to say, "Oh, that's probably where I heard the ones."
Well,
over
and
there."
I had told them all about it too.
Oh yeah, so
I did hear.
probably similar to where Rusty was hearing them, and then
Okay.
also some far to the north.
Multiple places. Okay.
And there's a little more
Okay.
sound of it coming from the north.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
do we reach his house then without incident?
Yeah. And you don't see any hulking shadows.
Is there like any sign of a break-in, like broken
Yeah, like
window,
broken door
door
or something.
open?
Yeah.
Nope.
Should we?
I mean, you can make an investigation check to look more closely if you want to.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you sneak
I'm gonna, like-
up, or did you just walk up?
I'm sneaking
I would have sneaked,
Okay, so maybe you should sneak before you
around the
investigate.
back. Oops.
and then I investigate. Yeah.
Sneak and then investigate.
Oh dear.
Okay, so James, you distinctly hear Ronya coming up.
Sneaking.
The others,
Okay.
not so much, but you definitely hear Ronya coming.
She's so little, and yet
I think I'm singing a little courage song to myself.
yeah, I mean she is
Gotta
like
be
snack
fun.
size for a wolf.
I'm not gonna get eaten by a wolf. This is gonna be fun. I'm not nervous.
No. Okay.
Okay, so you all sort of come together, like in the road in front of the house, and start looking around. You don't see extra obviously a big wolf. And you start looking around, and you're looking for like break-ins or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so evidence that like something
Or evidence of wolfing.
would be
Okay.
pretty obvious, like if something smashed through a window or something.
Yeah. Also, none of you have any idea where Rusty went.
Where who?
Rusty went. He just disappeared off the face
Oh.
of the planet.
Oh yeah, I was just super stealthy.
Yeah.
You're really stealthy.
But yeah, I was gonna go look around.
Okay. So he just like disappeared somewhere, and you're all looking around. And you definitely like once you get closer to the door, it doesn't look like it was broken into necessarily, but there are like sort of some like a claw mark, like a claw scratched down the front of the door. But then there's no other sign of a break-in at the door.
The door's
Somebody-
closed.
It's like Pew or somebody near me.
If you want to be.
I want to quietly try the door.
I was gonna knock on it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like turn to the person nearest to me and be like, keep watch. I'm gonna like, knock on the door.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep watch.
So you
When
knock.
she knocks.
Hello?
It's very quiet. Everything around is quiet.
We're here to
There's a
rescue
faint
you.
howl in the distance again.
Try the door.
Hello? Radio person? I'm gonna like grab the doorknob.
Okay, so the door opens and swings in.
Guess we're
Okay.
going inside.
I will come up from the like front side edge of the house that I was at that they didn't know where I was.
Okay, Rusty appears out of nowhere.
I'm like, oh shit. And then I can't
Huh?
see very well, guys. Should I turn on my light or not?
Hold on a second, and I'll go in and check because I don't need light.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sneakily and investigatively.
Okay. So you investigatively go into the house and kind of looking around. You don't really see anything that's obviously messed up. Like there's no sign of a struggle that you can see. It just looks kind of like an empty house. And as you look around, you actually
go in.
find like the study with all the radio equipment. Like this is definitely the right house.
Was there like a body in that room?
Nope.
Great. I guess I'll look around the rest of the house and like kind of wave them in if I don't see anything initially.
Okay. They look around and you still aren't really seeing anything. It's dark, like you can't see very well because it's dim light for you, even with dark vision. But from what you can see, there's nothing obvious.
Once Rusty waves me in and doesn't look immediately panicked, I turn on my bracelet.
Okay. So there is sudden light everywhere in the room.
Yeah, we'll do some investigating to see if we can figure out what happened.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll like initially clear to make sure there's not going to be something that jumps out at us, and then we'll look closer for stuff.
Okay, so
I want to
Like wolf tracks or something. Or
to specifically investigate the room that had the radio equipment in it.
okay.
Yeah.
So in the room that had the radio equipment is not on. It has been turned off. You note. And
It has been what? Sorry, you cut out.
it's weird. I don't know why I'm cutting out.
Yeah, you're cutting out quite a bit tonight.
Maybe it's time for me to hang up and start the call and redo the call again because that worked last time.
Okay.
yeah.
It'll put people in the same spots.
So maybe, I don't know. I'm just gonna go to the break screen so it doesn't get all screwed up again.
Okay.
And leave the call. I'll be right back. All right. Hopefully this is better
Hello
So far, so good.
again.
because like my internet is literally perfect. I have dropped 0 frames, so it's definitely not my internet. Yeah.
Weird.
So you guys let me know when that happens because it's not my internet. My internet's great.
Okay. You sound fine for now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
far, so
don't think
good.
they get it on stream, but if you guys do, that's still annoying.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're looking around, and all the cameras are wrong because we lost somebody.
Was it me?
No,
Yep.
it's not you.
No,
It's
it's-
Dan.
Damn,
how did we
I lost
lose
my lights.
You did lose your lights, but we somehow lost Dan.
How did we lose Dan?
I don't know.
Motion detect me. Thank you, bitch.
Dan, we lost you.
I can see sun coming in my window, but then thunder.
Yeah, I
Oh,
heard
wow.
thunder a minute ago.
The old mountain weather is really
Ooh, it's
having a
really
go at it
cool.
today.
It's like
It
sun
was
and
absolute-
clouds and wind. It's awesome looking out there.
Oh gosh.
Pouring yesterday, but
It
it
was
was
great
night at
day.
about 2 o'clock today, and then it came back. One
I was on
tornado
vacation.
warning.
Big
this
dark.
year,
Oh,
so,
wow.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, it looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, it looks super awesome. I love spring. Hey, there he is.
There we are.
There we go.
And we go back to the right set of cameras. That's not it, but that is. Welcome back.
Where did you go, dude?
All right. So you're looking around the house. Ronya, you notice that radio equipment is turned off.
Like-
It is,
It's turned off, not just like disconnected, right?
yeah, it seems to be turned off. It's not
Huh.
doing anything. The lights are off.
See.
It's not like
Like, is there any evidence
unplugged
that
or
he, like,
torn or broken.
charged out in a hurry or something?
What are you looking for as evidence of such?
Well,
I don't
I'm
know, like things knocked over or like
Yeah, no, you didn't. Definitely, there's no evidence of any kind of struggle or.
I'm looking.
Is
Did
there
I
like
find?
a
I was going to say, did I find anything in any of the other rooms, specifically people?
No.
Or wolves?
No.
Okay.
It's all
looking to
empty.
see,
There's
like-
only a couple rooms. It's not a very big house.
does it look like there's like an attic?
So you start looking for an attic, and you can see like one of those holes in the ceiling that, like a hole that you can go up into not the attic necessarily, like the crawl space in
Mhm.
the ceiling. But that looks like that's what's going on there.
So I'm just
Just-
looking to see because I was
After
told that it,
I
Yeah.
knock on it a little bit. Be like, "Are you okay?"
can I still be heard? Can people hear me?
yeah, we can hear
Yeah.
you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm I'm trying to look to see whether it's been like has the radio been turned off or like is it unplugged? Is it torn? Is
Oh
there
yeah,
like a
no,
ripped cord?
there's no evidence of foul play with the radio.
Okay.
The
Interesting.
power
Yeah.
button is off.
Okay, now I'm starting to wonder if this guy was just
switched it off to put it to stealth mode or something.
like
We, I presume that the radio DJ guy would have like a name or a call sign that we
Yeah,
would recognize because we'd listen to him a bunch.
yeah.
I'll raise my voice and just be like, "Hey, radio guy, we heard you. We heard you a couple minutes ago. Are you in here and okay? Because there's probably a hiding spot that we don't know about."
There probably is, but you don't get a response.
Cool. I just pick up the phone and see if there's dial tone, like if he has a landline in his house.
Okay, so he does have a landline. It looks like it has been put in fairly recently.
Like since the power went out.
Like since power went out. And the dial tone, no problem.
Yeah. I paused for a sec. I mean, we don't know what happened, but it seems kind of suspicious. We could just call the cops and let them deal with this.
Wouldn't the cops be listening to the radio too?
I mean, maybe, but
Well, this wasn't their radio.
Yeah, I guess not.
Do you want to go
Um,
try to find the wolves we heard howling?
we could
They
we
sounded
could
pretty far
go.
away.
Yeah, they did sound far away. Like go circle around the house and check for like a basement or something. I don't know if there's a separate entrance or if there's a basement in the house.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's do that
So-
first, and then try maybe call.
Okay.
Okay. So, you start like circling around the house. And are you just looking for another entrance?
Or
I'm
we'll
looking
just
for
like
anything.
or
Yeah.
anything out of the ordinary, maybe.
Okay.
Like specifically wolf marks or wolf hair or I
Other
don't
than
know.
the claws on the back door.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm
wolf.
calling like not shouting, but also not whispering. I'm just kind of calling it like a normal speaking
Or
voice
if there's like
level.
an outbuilding
guide
or
me.
something. I don't know. I don't know what the layout of the property's like, but
Okay. Wow. All right.
I got a double critical fail.
should I roll?
So in the process of like calling out Ronya, you keep calling and like you just sort of keep getting louder and like incrementally louder without even realizing you're doing it. Until everyone is like, "You're yelling!"
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, sorry.
Like you're really being super loud. Like the entire neighborhood's hearing you. Rusty, why don't you roll? Or actually, I guess Sarah rolled, and we can just say she rolled with advantage because you were helping her.
Cool.
I was going to do it the other way around because you were the one who told me what you're looking for, but that's fine. So you find, so as you're walking around, you don't find another entrance to the building per se, but you do find some definite like wolf tracks coming up towards the front door, like as you're walking around the side, sort of like they come from the side. And they're like really big. Like a normal wolf track is, like maybe the size of my hand, and it's like bigger.
Oh.
Not that you probably necessarily know what size wolf tracks normally are, but it's like really fucking big. You know that.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
And it was around the side of the
It
house.
looks like bad news.
Yeah, it looks like you see a set of tracks coming up towards the door.
Oh boy.
Great.
Well,
Do they stop?
So you're gonna follow them towards the door?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm following these things,
Towards
trying to figure out what
the
happened.
house that we already came in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you follow them. So it kind of came like across the yard. You can sort of see some indentions, in the grass. And as you get to the door, or to the walk going up to the door, now that you're like know what you're looking for more, you see a little bit of like mud paw prints. Not like paw prints really, but like parts of paw prints going up to the door. And then there's kind of like a little scuffle place right in front of the door.
Uh-oh.
And it's very like hard to see. It's only because you have the light on now and you know what you're looking for that you can find this. And you see like not really like a scuffle, like there was a fight, but like the paws were kind of moving around. And then you don't see any more. Like there's no paw prints after that.
Hmm. And is there any prints of any kind leaving the place?
So leaving the place, it's harder to tell because it would be like along the walk probably, which is concrete.
Yeah.
You do see. Well, actually, make another investigation check for that specifically. Again, with advantage because you don't need it.
Yeah, Rusty, you go this time.
He got a 20 for those who don't know.
Total of 20, yeah.
Yeah, total 20, not a natural 20. A dirty 20.
Oh my, I've never heard that.
Oh, really? That's what they call it on Maze Arcana. So you looking down, like you kind of like are on your hands and knees, like examining these paw prints because it's really weird. Like they don't go back that you can see. They only go to the door. And as you're looking super carefully at these paw prints, you actually see what looks like a shoe mark, like step on top of kind of where they're all around in front of the door and then go off. So somebody with a shoe came in after the paw prints left. And then you start looking more and you actually think you see the print of like a bare foot on one of the paw prints and then like leading out of the door.
Wait, so wolf, bear, and shoe?
Like a bare footprint, not like a bear.
B-A-R-E.
So there's
Barefoot.
a giant wolf print that comes in, and then a shoe print and a barefoot print that come out.
Yeah.
This
So,
is
like,
super
maybe-
weird.
I got here first.
Yeah, I think someone else got here, but
I think there might be werewolves.
Werewolves? Well, there was a unicorn in
ugh.
there. I really
So
don't like
do
the
we-
werewolves
do we
idea.
just
Can we
need
not
to-
werewolves?
look for a
What?
van with a guy
Do you want to
riding on
become a
top of it.
lycanthrope?
I kind of heard that both of you were talking, but I didn't hear what either of you said.
Oh, I was making a Teen Wolf joke, so don't
Oh, were
hate
you?
me. Yeah.
Hey, I'm all for the lycanthropy.
I'm not.
I'm like sitting there being rather embarrassed that I was accidentally shouting all over.
Oops.
Okay.
I'm just kind of mouthing the word werewolves to myself and like mentally beating my head on the wall.
Yeah.
So Rusty, can you tell where the prints go?
I mean, it's kind of tough because it's just like sidewalk right there. But I mean, I guess I'll take a look around,
Okay. Yeah.
kind of
So
around in front of the house with, yeah.
okay. You can see like older prints of like maybe the same boot print as you saw coming, or shoe print or whatever coming out of the house. But it's hard to tell because it's just a little bit of a tread. You didn't see. You saw like this much of footprint over one of the paw prints. Like around on the lawn, but it doesn't look like it's very fresh. And other than that, you don't really see anything more than likely, whoever this was just, walked down the sidewalk and they
So
didn't have any mud to track.
yeah, I mean, there's like an old print here that might be this dude's. So it looks like he maybe left with a werewolf. I mean,
Or
it's possible that a wolf showed up, turned into a dude, and then was like, "Guy, let's go." I'm just thinking. I mean, we could go chase after him, or we could like go back to bed.
let's go back to bed.
I check the guy's fridge in the house.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. In the fridge, there's definitely some food. There's not a lot of very healthy food, but
Are
there's
there
some food.
beverages?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
sort?
There are multiple sorts of beverages. There are some cheap beers and some sodas, a lot of soda, like a lot of Mountain Dew.
Awesome.
I'm gonna try
a
and
few
track
bottles of water.
the tracks and see if I can. If they go very far at all. See if I
Okay,
can
like
figure anything
backtrack
out. Mm-hmm.
from where they came from. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll
help James.
quickly grab if it's like a 6-pack, I'll grab a 6-pack of beer and throw it in my bag and take a Mountain Dew with me.
I'm also following the tracking party.
Okay,
Hey,
so
hey,
James,
hey.
let's have you roll a survival with advantage because you're tracking specifically.
Oh, no, that's not bad.
Nice, you got an 18.
That's all right.
So you manage to backtrack, follow these prints like across the yard where you see where Rusty found them, or no, who found them? Whatever, somebody found them.
Combination of Rusty and Sarah, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sarah's the tracker.
Yeah, I track all the things. That was the advantage. I'm helping him.
Yeah. So you can pretty easily find them now that you know what you're looking for and where you're looking for them. And so you can backtrack them, like they kind of go around the yard and then into the neighbor's yard, which doesn't have a fence. And then they kind of angle back across the backyard of the neighbor's yard. And then they go off onto the sidewalk and you lose them because they came from the sidewalk. So they were presumably clean before they got into the yard. But they are definitely coming from the northwest. Like that's
Have
the
any
angle they came
neighbors
in.
like poked their heads out when I was yelling or
Oh, that's a good point. Probably, yeah. Probably like across the street, somebody kind of like yelled like, "Shut up!"
like if I see anybody who looks like they're actually sticking their heads out, I'd like to talk to them. But if they're just yelling, then I won't. I'll just shut up.
Okay, yeah. So there is actually one person from more where you're backtracking, James, who's kind of like peeking out from their front door and like watching you for a little while.
I kind of like wave at them and start sort of half jogging up toward them.
That'll scare him off.
Well, like not like that. That's why it's like a half jogging. It's kind of like, oh, hey, like not.
She's
Yeah.
not like,
she's also 3 feet
She's
tall.
also
so-
tiny
Yeah.
and adorable.
like
Yeah.
it's just like a oh hey I'm
And
running up to
beaming
meet you
light.
type of-
She's got a big radius of light around her.
Yeah,
Munchkins are invading! The Munchkins are invading!
probably not the most intimidating sight.
Yeah.
No, so this person who is a younger like mid-teen girl.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that's probably me. I'll stop playing with my pen. Is she sort of opens her a little wider. Something wrong?
We heard the radio from the guy who lives here and thought there was a problem. Have you seen or heard anything before we showed up?
There was sort of some large animal that went by, and then I heard him talking to somebody, not the animal, the neighbor, James, and he was talking to someone, and they just got in the car and left.
Oh, they got in a car together. Did
Got a
they
car.
did they sound upset?
I don't think so.
Like- Was he kidnapped?
I don't know. Do you think you could have been?
Well,
Mm,
the radio
I'm trying to
message
find
we
it.
heard before it cut out sounded like a distress call. So worried.
Oh.
Did you see what direction the car went?
It just went. It's sort of hard to see from here, but I think it just went down the street towards just down 28th.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm sorry for yelling. I was just really worried about this dude.
He's kind of weird. So I don't know what that means.
Okay, well, thanks.
Yeah. Good luck with your search.
All right. Thank you. And in case any other of our group didn't hear any of that, I relay the information that we just heard.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so 28 number streets are north-south in Seattle, right?
They are in downtown. I can't remember, but they run
they're
numbered streets
mostly-
both ways overall.
And the other
King
ones are
County, they
Jesus
run
Christ
both
built
ways.
Seattle. Jesus Christ built Seattle under protest is the way you remember the other street. Like literally, that's that. No, seriously, there are 2 J streets in a row, and then 2 C streets in a row, and 2 B streets in a row, all the way down for Jesus Christ built Seattle under protest for all the streets of downtown.
But yeah, the numbered streets are north in downtown.
What's that?
That's right.
Okay.
The number
The
streets.
numbered streets are north-south.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like for a ways out, I feel like. Anyway, this is a
Well,
north-south
Yeah.
street.
Yeah, when you get to like the east side and
Yeah.
stuff, it's numbered both directions with
Like
with
street and avenue.
designators, and then street and avenue and
Yeah.
stuff.
So, well, we heard howling
So-
north. Do you want to go north? Let's go north.
Do we think this is worthy of calling the cops on to let them know what's
I
up?
think we should at least let them know. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I
Call
mean,
them and
or
say,
we
hey,
could-
we're tracking
We could
some
just not, but
weird
we
wolf things.
just wandered around his house and got our fingerprints everywhere. So if he turns up dead, then
No, I
they're
do
gonna
think we
pin
should
that on
call.
us.
Yeah.
That's
All
a good
right.
point. We don't
And I'm
want them
just
to
like-
think we sleep down either.
Sucking down a Mountain Dew while I like dial.
Okay.
Be like, we
Mountain
didn't
Dew.
do anything wrong in this house.
No.
We
I'm glad I
only
didn't go
entered a house.
The door was unlocked and we had heard a distress call. So
That's probable cause or something like that. I don't know. I've watched a couple crime shows.
Okay, so you call and notify the police, and they take your report.
basically explain and say what happened
Okay.
and that we entered the house to check it and the
Okay.
door was unlocked. So yeah.
And they like ask a few questions about, what the distress call was and
And
etc.
I described the radio and he's the guy that's been telling the public stuff and blah 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 blah. So
Okay.
Yeah.
You know how we found out about the lizard people.
Okay.
Yeah,
So they
essentially.
take a report. And
And-
don't
and
seem like
specifically
overly
mention-
concerned. Like they.
specifically mentioned the giant wolf prints in the yard being weird.
Okay.
But other than that,
Well, he was yelling about a giant wolf before he got cut off. So
yeah.
Are you relaying what the neighbor said too?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
So-
reason why they don't seem like as concerned. Like,
And then but basically it'd be like, we came in and checked and I figured we might as well tell you guys in case something happens.
okay. We appreciate the heads up. Thank you. I don't. If he didn't leave under duress, I don't know if there's anything that we need to do specifically.
Yep.
But if you hear anything else, let us know.
All right.
Okay.
Go home, go to bed.
Maybe go to bed now and then go up north in the morning.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
or see if we can go up north. Yeah.
Road beers for the walk home? Anyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to shake my head and take the lead.
Yeah. I'll follow Sarah.
Okay, James,
All right,
are
more
you
for me.
going back to Leo's? We're back with them.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have plans to meet in the morning or whatever before you split off?
Yeah. Let's meet At Leo's, not at my place.
Cool.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna
Sarah,
look at Pew and be like, well, you can at least tell your dad that, you're trying to get us some radio advertising for the business.
he doesn't think it's like that. It's more like I'm ruining the legacy or something.
It
You
sounds like
know.
our business doesn't really need like indie radio advertising. They're beyond that.
Yeah.
Trying to spin this. Oh, stupid electronic contrivance of death.
What, the radio?
No, the lights.
Oh.
It's dark again, and I'm tired of waving my arms around the air like a moron.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so you guys start making your way back towards your respective houses. And James, you're almost to Leo's house when you hear like nails clicking behind you.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And
I will
that's
turn
where we're
around and
gonna end for tonight.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh, Chicago.
Oh no.
We're never going to learn this don't split the party thing, are we?
Nobody ever does, let's be honest. All right, guys. Also, hi everybody who is in chat. I sort of haven't been watching chat, but welcome.
I answered a question for Dan, for
I see
James.
that. Thanks.
His cat is named Cecil.
I was like very intently like having this crime scene in my head, or potential crime scene in my head. This scene in my head. Also, hi, bye tokens, or just hi. I don't know if you left again. Anyway, yeah. So thanks for playing, everybody. Do you have any last minute shout outs or anything you need to talk about before we go? No?
Don't think so.
I mean, I'm gonna keep asking because it just seems polite to ask.
Yeah, plan to be here next week, so.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I should also. Oh, you're still here. Okay. Hey, tokens.
Yeah.
I should be. Yeah, I should be here next week. I don't know what's coming for me after that, so I don't know what it'll be like. But yeah, definitely, I will probably know more than I do tonight about what's coming. Oh, the bot isn't working here. Let me. It probably is working. I just haven't signed into it for a long time. Let me do that, and then it probably will start working again. Log in, because I haven't been streaming very much, obviously, as we all know. So this week is another busy week for those of you who watch my normal stream. So, oh yeah, join channel. There we go. What? The mod Nightbot? Of course I'm on mod Nightbot. Stupid thing.
Are you winning?
Ensure that you have not modded Nightbot in the channel. I modded Nightbot like ages ago. Mod
And Nightbot's around forever.
Nightbot. Nightbot is already a moderator of this channel. Yeah, no kidding. Okay.
And we have technological
Is
issues.
Nightbot dead? Is that what you meant, tokens? Because it's not showing that I have any, like it's not working at all. Whatever. No Nightbot for us. Anyway, I will not be streaming again this week because I am working all week. That's why I don't know what's happening because it's kind of a crazy situation. And probably I will be tired again on Saturday because that's what happens when I work all week. But we will see what happens in the future.
And whether or not James gets eaten by a giant wolf.
Yeah, and next Sunday
Yeah.
we'll find out whether James gets eaten by a giant wolf.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it seems like it's actually a Nightbot problem because it's like it's signed into the channel, but it says I have 0 messages or commands or timeouts. It has nobody as top chatter. Like it just basically doesn't exist. So I think it's buggy right now.
It broke.
It broke, so no commands for us. If you enjoyed the stream and you want to come back, we'll be back next week, it sounds like. Same time, same place, which is 5 p.m. Pacific time. And my normal stream, hopefully, will be starting up again at some point in the future. If you scroll down, you can see what would be my schedule. It is not my schedule right now, let's be honest. And all past episodes are up on YouTube, So I guess that's the only thing that Nightbot isn't helpful for. But if you search for Rain Midnight on YouTube, you should be able to find it. And everything else you can just... Oh, no, I think you can scroll down for YouTube, actually. Never mind. I think you can just scroll down, find YouTube links, find Twitter links. All the things that are important are just down below on the channel. Thanks, Tokens. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. And everyone have really excellent nights. And
Thank you.
Let there be light.
see y'all later. Light.
Bye. Down too bright. Sigh.
All right. Let's listen to a couple minutes of music, and then we'll be gone. I can't mute you guys, so
Oops.
if you want to
That
talk,
was
you
the
will be
wrong one. I
heard by
meant
the
to link.
world.
Is this the right one? Yes, this is okay.
Bye.
Oh. Oh. When I get,